So guys, this is my new tank, my new custom tank. I moved house in June this year, and so this is basically my last tank ever. I've been doing the house up so I can get the tank in straight away. My old tanks are in the garage at the moment, but they're doing okay. So yeah, so it was all about my final tank, the size that I wanted and what would fit in the room really. So I'm doing this room up here now. This is basically the dining room where it lives. I'm going to change the lighting so you can see it a bit better now. The Queen Angel picture up here. Still got finish off bits there. Then this goes through to my lounge here, but yeah, sitting in the middle room in the dining room, got another lounge through there, and it's sitting here. It's a 6 foot long, 2 foot wide by 22 inch high, running a 4 foot sump, no RO compartment. I set the compartments to how I wanted spec wise. Tank's a custom built tank on aluminium stand. Yeah, and a flexi spot table that's been converted into a lighting rig that goes up and down to stay out of the way really. So this tank probably about 650 litres of water in it roughly. It's been up and running for a week, just shy of a week now. So got the chromies in there cycling the tank through for me. Some of the chromies are from my original tank. I couldn't catch them all, but yeah, some of these poor guys have cycled about 9 of my tanks so far, and then I added a few more to it. So I've got a 55 watt UV. The only place I could put it was up here. I was struggling to think about where I could put it, and then this kind of looked at that space there and thought, yeah, that'd be absolutely fine for it. So I'm running 2 MP40s on this side of the tank, and then 2 MP10s on the back wall. I don't want anything on this side of the tank, simply because this is how you come through the room. I just want a clear vision down the line of the tank itself. So you can see it there. The rock is all TMC Eco rock. It's a centerpiece rock, so this is one big centerpiece here, and all this it interlocks with itself. That's another centerpiece part there, and then I've got another centerpiece part here that's got a few bits of rock that I just tied in together with it. So like I say, it's a custom built tank. Really happy with the tank. It's got all glass lids sliding. It's really tight up to the weir, so no chances of rashes escaping that lot. And then we get down to the sump. So I'm running Apex system on it because Reef Factory's gone bust now. So I've got Reef Factory on my other tank, and you know I quite like it. It's simple and it did the job. But yeah, I've had to go back to Apex for that reason. So I've just gone a bit basic with the Apex really, just some probes and some flow meters really. So I'm running the Red Sea dosers because I love them, robust, do the job. I'm running the new 4-part here. So on my other system I've got Red Sea, I'm running 7-part which includes the true colours. Got the Red Sea 500 reef mat here, so which is a great bit of kit. I'm running the Max Spec Aqua Duo AD 600. Again, I love this skimmer. I've got it in my other tank, so when I shut that down, I'll have a spare. I've also got another Reef Mat 500, so I'm gonna have a spare for everything on this tank. Running an ITC reactor. Not so impressed with that really. The thumb screws are a bit awkward for taking it out and stuff like that, but it would do the job for now. Just running a bit of carbon in there with it being a new tank. Running a JMO pump for the UV. Which is there, and then that feeds back into there because I didn't want the UV off the main line because it might come a time when I turn the UV off and I don't need it really. So I've got some biomedia in there, got 2 heaters I'm running, and then I've got media in here as well. So, and then I've got some more media here in the returns section. So I've got another dosing, 2-head dosing pump there for amino acids and for no pox. And then I've got a fan here, which I'll probably move up, which can get moved up to this bar here. I might have to add a chiller. I've got to see how the summer goes in this house. Like I say, I kind of got the back end and I wasn't really taking temperature readings really. So yeah, so that's, and also I've got the Reef Can 40 litre here. That's plumbed straight into my RO unit in the garage, and it's got a ball valve on it there, and then that feeds out to the sump via some optical sensors. And on the return, I've got for the reactor there with flow meter. This pipe here goes to waste, so I can pump water out. And then that's the main one there with the main flow in on the 25mm, and then 2 30s. So yeah, so that's basically the sump. The equipment's not really going to change a lot. I might add a calc stirrer to it later on, I'm not sure. I probably need to add my CO2 scrubbers on, with it being in the middle room, not getting a lot of airflow, natural airflow, but not a lot more equipment to go to it. Oh, I'm running blades over the like the refugium, so I'm running refugium blade and a grow blade. So I decide what I'm going to do with that area. I'm not going to have a refugium in there as such. Probably gonna have my gonnies in there because I'm struggling to part with my gonnies. So I have my gonnies grown in there and a few other things grown in there. And this tank will just be purely SPS. So that's the plan. That's why the rock scape this way. So you just have SPS all across the top. And then my fish, my wrasses and that lot won't bother it with the sand. So I just want to eventually flip some really nice SPS, take my time. So yeah, like I say, the lighting rig, I've done the same as my old 1500 tank. It's got a controller down there. Just press the button and it just moves right out the way. So it gives me plenty of access to get in the tank and do the maintenance. So I've still got to finish things off, tidy things up. Let me just shut the lights back down. Build a cabinet for it. In the cabinet, I might go in the same sort of style as I've done my back walls here, but do it in white and not a blue. It's called Ocean Wave that. So yeah, so I say that's the diamond there. I've done it in a deep blue. And then I'm going to do the cabinet all in white. So I'll probably do it, paint it, then I'll use that as a skin. So, but I'll be doing that in the next month or so. There's no rush now. Just let it cycle, go through its ugly stage, throw in the cleanup crew, and then I'm going to wait a good I'm going to wait a good 5 to 6 months before I transfer my other fishing to at a stage where I think it's got enough life in it to support them fish. So I've got some nice fish, got some nice angels in my other tank. Got a fabulous wrasse, which is a beautiful wrasse, which wasn't cheap. So I want to make sure the tank's up to par for it. I can transfer them over. I'll keep the other tank up and running in the garage. It's not that much of a big deal for me. The tank's like well into 2.5 years old and just doing its own thing. So yeah. So anyway, this is the new tank. I'll keep you updated with the build. Probably post something about 6 weeks time. Not much is really gonna happen between now and then. Probably look to add my cleanup crew in the next 6 weeks. And yeah, thanks for watching the video.